back. We're here with another classic Rome 2 Total War Siege for you today, and this is going to be a glorious siege battle, I am sure. We already have a tasty 3v3 here lined up, as we have some pretty interesting factions like on the defense. I don't know how these three factions ever would have come to sort of unite, but we have Egypt, Boii, and Saba. I guess Egypt and Saba, you know, a bit more geographically together, but, you know, Boii, you know, out there. Maybe some Germanic, or like, even, they're not really Germanic even. Celtic mercenaries. I guess, you know, like Egypt has a lot of, like, of their own sort of Celtic troops as well, like the Galatian Royal Guard, which I don't know if they brought today. But yeah, you know, they have sort of, you know, some Celtic ties, I guess, there. But we actually have the Galatians on the attack in this one as well. We have Swaby as well, along with also Seleucids here, so should certainly be an interesting one, and it's already looking pretty tasty here. As we can see, Saba are starting out outside the walls with a lot of cavalry here. Well, it's not even cavalry, it's camelry. So yes, we've got the Marib camel cataphracts here, and they're getting ready. Got a general amongst them as well, so you need to be careful with those. And over on this side here, we also have Boii has sent out some light horse, which might not be so effective, but might be able to go and pinch some archers or some artillery, which there are a few of back here. We've got a giant, like a German heavy onager. That is a bold move by the Swaby player bringing this. You could probably just bring a fixed ballista, do the same job you really want to do for a much cheaper price, but I think I'm going to guess he's going for the artillery piece, but he's missing every shot at the moment. He's just probably better to bring up some archers and try and burn this instead. But yeah, the artillery piece is trying to do as much damage to these sword masters, which are about to land on the walls here. I'll put up the HUD so you guys can see. It's already at 43 kills, not too shabby there. And it looks like we're about to see also some Levy Freeman maybe land on this wall and try and deal with this Bastion ballista here in a moment. I'm surprised they haven't already, but maybe they were just waiting for their reinforcements to arrive so they can use this breach here, which I have opened up as well. We do have a Celtic giant ballista over on this side here, which I think is the fixed one, but I'm not sure. I think that's been shot by artillery as well. Just a little bit, but yeah, you can see the general has dashed off because he can now see that the camels are on the way. So Saliao is known now, or at least they are not hidden. So it's just whether the attackers are being aware and actually going to respond to it. They might just try and rush their army inside or box up around near the wall. I don't know. They're the two options I imagine they'll try and do. Because I don't think they have the cavalry at all to even try and combat those guys. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it looks like all of the attack is going to land fairly successfully. I don't know where the Seleucids army is. I can only see these units here. He only has 5 units. I presume the rest are hidden back here, hidden in the forest. He does have towers back here waiting patiently. So yeah, that would be my best guess. Oh, and that is not good. A Spear Brothers has been uncovered. Actually, it is a spear unit, so I mean that is going to hurt those light horse there. So you need to be careful about that. But yeah, Spear Brothers there, light spear infantry steady, attacking rear. They might be okay. And here we go. We have Median Cav arriving, so we have cavalry now coming to support over here and trying to help their Germanic brothers out. And then in goes the Cav there, nice little charge going in. Now he's doing damage to the Spear Brothers here. He's clearing them off. Yeah, losing slightly now. And here comes the Cav. They're on their way, and they are going to
understood.
Try and clear them off. I mean, this is definitely better cav than what Boii has to offer here. And already their cav's getting weakened by the spears as it is. So yeah, the Median cav here, mediums, and the Gemma, as the general, is much, much stronger. And yeah, it looks like they're going to scare them off. Over on the other side, the other Saliao, yet to even try and do anything just yet. They are patiently waiting. Swaby is inside the city as well. He is just setting up the spear bullets here to try and, I guess, form some sort of a perimeter. Yes, if you're enjoying all things Rome 2 and would like to see some more siege battles, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and yes, also feel free to leave a comment and hit that notification bell and all that sort of jazz to help support the channel as well. As it really does help out and help the channel grow as we work towards 10k subs, which are getting very, very close. Yes, Royal Thorax swords, they're moving forward. They will easily deal with these Spear Brothers. I mean, this is a very expensive Thorax. I don't know why he's sending in the Royals first, not just the normal Thorax. But yeah, a huge sort of like Thorax spam going on right now. And yeah, he's going to just, I guess, set these guys up, jabby his way through these Spear Brothers. And they're going to jabby him, but that's the thing as well. There you go. The Thorax taking some nasty hits, and now they respond and hit those Germanics, and then in go Mazgap Marauders, which is probably a better foe than these expensive rolled Thorax that should be going in. But yeah, yes, it does seem as though Seleucids are going to land. They look like, well, actually, Egypt's everywhere. Yeah, what did Egypt spend his money on? Just a spam of Thorax. I'd be interested to know what the funds are. But it looks like it must be like something like Ultra or something like that, or maybe even higher than that. But yeah, they have a lot of money to spend on these Thorax. I mean, they're not like expensive. They're only like 700, but that's all he bought. Really. I mean, he does have some archers back here, and these are mercenary Cretans, so they're not like cheap either. But yeah, the first sort of fighting is getting underway. As you can see here, Mazgap Marauders taking on Spear Brothers. It's going to be an easy win, really. Yeah, it seems as though, yeah, winning decisively. Finally, Galatia's also landing. He looks like he's kind of doing the same thing. We have a caravan guard over here holding. We have the sally out now about to take place here. Look at this. I think they see an opportunity. Yeah, they're going to go for these Syrian archers. They're just going to go plowing on him. And we'll see whether they can do that. But here we go. I don't think Galatia's going to react. And, well, he is now. It's a little late. Oh, and I feel like the camels kind of slowed down. They didn't go for a charge. They actually, I think, changed targets, gone for the noble horse. Both units being put down by a general here. That is unlucky. But yeah, now look at this. The archers can just turn and they can just start to pepper the cav there. Or the camels, I should really call them. But yeah, that was not a great charge. They didn't lose too many camels, though. Only a few. But here we go. Glacier now landing. Swaby has got in actually sort of behind. He's got some Hexbearers here. I think Hexbearers are more of a support unit than actually like a fighting unit, but like, I could be wrong. Yeah, like their war cry as an ability, which, you know, so they help with that morale. They're lights as well, so, you know, missiles they kind of suffer against, which is now exactly what they're being shot at by. It looks like a Celtic bowman over there doing damage, and we have a berserker going in already. Wow, they're really throwing in the elites early here. I mean, I guess they have to. There are elites from the sense, and we have the Hexbearers in here as well. Yeah, I guess there are elites being already thrown in by Egypt, so I feel like Swaby has to kind of raise it. There you go, they're going to slice and dice their way through those Hexbearers. If Berserker's going back in, they will go out of control if they're not careful. I don't know why Glacier hasn't just swung in here, trying to surround these guys. I mean, I guess he's worried about obviously being countercharged. We could just set up a unit here, block this sort of area, and then swing on behind. And that's, the Hexbearers kind of trying to do that anyway, and they're being stopped by the Mazgap Marauders. But yeah, Glacier being a little bit passive, possibly costing his teammates an easy kill there, or him and his teammates. Naked Swords winning it. They're slicing and dicing these Caravan Guard. I expect no less. And the Naked Swords are almost like shot. They have really good melee like attack, but their melee defense is not so great. And they're fighting spears, which do have better melee defense, probably, but yeah, like 57, yeah, definitely do. But yeah, they're not even fighting the whole unit as well, because they're just in that square formation. There you go, a flank going on, and there you go, it's more Naked Swords going in from Glacier, and he's going for a nice, tasty flank here. Those Royal Thorax Swords start to lose and die. Yeah, here we go. Galatian Legionaries now might be getting ready to face off against the Thorax. That's a fairly even fight. 42 against 38 when it comes to melee attack. Melee defense, 67 though against 57. That's kind of where it changes, and armor is very similar. Yeah, looks like Thorax starting to die over here for the Seleucids as well. It looks like, well, they're dying on both sides here. Egypt's also losing his. Both kind of trading, you kind of expect that. It doesn't really help. The Spear Brothers here also just kind of trying to flank around, trying to do some damage here. And here we go, Bowie Eye also trying to make it a bit of offensive over the Sword Fall. It's a very effective sword unit. Very cheap, has got some good stats. There you go. I think so far, yeah, they might actually win that fight. No, winning slightly. No, they will not win that fight. Oh, here we go. The sally out on this side has been a bit more successful. The light horse have managed to get in, have managed to get these Syrian heavy archers. They actually might be a little bit of a win there. Speaking of, let's look on the other side. Yeah, no real movement yet from the cataphracts. Cataphracts still very passive, and yeah, they've got Galatia kind of where they want them boxed up here. Really sort of inactive. They've only got a small fraction of their force inside the city, though it is doing some good work. Granted, you know, chipping away these thorax. Swaby here, though, is losing a lot of, like, his cheap sort of spear brothers quite easily here. Swordmaster's having a bit more of an effect, killing off thorax, and there's a bit of a push going on here. As you can see, Seleucids have managed to break on through here. It looks like Boai is going to make a hasty retreat. But yeah, I think the light horse has been dealt with. Very much an overreaction here from the Seleucids, though, sending their entire army to try and just kill off the light horse. A little bit of OTT, if I say so. Yeah, here we go. Looks like, wow, that Royal Thorax holds on. What's it being fought by? A Swordmaster? Naked? Oh, they're just, like, cycle charging right now, trying to kill these elite Thorax. These poor thorax, they're dead and buried there. Next line of defense, like I said, already sort of been fought over. Hexpair is still alive and, well, actually been used kind of aggressively. They have 26 kills. They're not exactly getting kills. I guess they may be doing a lot of morale damage. Yeah, what we've got in here, Galatian Noble. They're already turning into elites. Oh, and the sally out has begun. Oh, I've not been paying attention. And here we go. Camels are in there. And they are doing a lot of damage here. Look at that. Wow, how do they get through to all this stuff? Do they have... Surely they must have pulled through. There's like a solid line of legionaries on every side. Do they find a gap? I don't know. They are in there. They are smashing away at these guys. And the general's under threat as well here. Losing decisively. Yeah, this Cataphract needs to be careful. I mean, there's a general here just passively waiting. He could do with a charge, just like cycle charging. We've got the Swordmaster General as well. Don't know, I think he's making a hasty retreat. He's going to try and get in there and just save himself. Probably the best. Galatia is in a real bad spot here. Balance power, by the way, very even right now because of that sally out and that charge. Killing a lot of Syrian archers, which are very, very important. Also doesn't help that Seleucus is being really passive right now. I don't know what he's doing. But he's not helping out his teammates. There's not a lot of cohesion going on that attacking team right now. Galatian legionaries. Yeah, I mean, they've kind of dealt with the sally out, but I mean, they're all like spread out now. The Galatians, they could get picked apart here. And the Cataphract's still quite healthy. How's that one only on 9? 75. It's a general on 55. I haven't got masses of kills. I think they're just 120 for that one. That one's done like very well. Is I think also the most banged up. They're going to just milk some kills there. I guess make sure these archers don't return. Not a bad idea, but I mean, you want to harass this final one. Try and get that final archer. Maybe get a general if you can. Really weaken and cripple Galatia. Because, yeah, I mean, otherwise, then their troops low morale. They'll do less effectiveness. Look at this guy just standing on top of, like, a barricade here. What a champ. Fight on, men of Egypt! We cannot give a single inch. Longbow hunters here, point blank range. I mean, really could defenders make a rush? Like, with this tiny little unit of swords, or even a sword follower, just try and make a rush. See whether the attackers are paying attention to this. This is a lot of archers unprotected, really. Yeah, I mean, well, they're vaguely protected. There is a swordmaster here. But you can give it a go. See whether, you know, sacrifice a tiny Mazgat Marauder. What's that going to achieve? Otherwise, but yeah, it looks like, yeah, the sally out is still kind of going on. Looks like the Seleucid cab was maybe fancying a go. Finally, we're going to see this catapult get taken out as well. I think there's one more to take out, but I imagine the heavy onager might be out of ammo. I don't think they were their prime targets anyway. Yeah, it looks like Seleucid's finally now landing all of his troops. His army's actually getting inside the city, which is, you know, progress. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that is not good. How did this manage to happen? Galatia's general is dead. Galatia has lost a general. Did they sally out? I think they've come round, haven't they? Yeah, they've come out the gate here. Then they've gone round, and they've managed to jab into the side and kill his general. That is an impressive sneaky move there by Boga. So much so, even I didn't see it take place. But yeah, very nicely done. Wow, that's a big brain move, you know, actually. Yeah, just sneak out and you got them. Wow. Yeah, that's now going to cripple Galatia. I mean, his army, you know, still going to be in decent nick. His morale is, I imagine, fairly affected. I don't know what it's usually at, but yeah, like morale is looking, yeah, base morale. Well, that legionary there's a 61. This one's a 67 because it's got a chevron. That's why. I thought maybe just because of generals or something like that. I don't know, or just healthiness. Made no sense. God, yeah, just like. Sword Masters in here now as well. They're sending in the good stuff. Angulation Nobleman. Still, oh, Ken, look at this. The camels just keep on coming. Again, the Agema cab's going to go in. I feel like now is the time, if any time, it will be for Saba here to try and risk it all for himself and try and kill off these the Seleucid general here. I don't know really what he has left in resolve. Maribor Guard, he has some decent units actually. He just want to lose his own general here, but yeah, he might have just pinned down the Seleucid general. He's losing decisively. We're going to see his own general charge into a sword unit here. Absolutely devastate that thorax. Really nice charge there. It's all looking a bit of a mess of steel horsemen, camels, a lot in there. And there you go, that's not looking good at all. Again, cavalry might be in trouble. The thorax sword might have just scared off the Saba general, but it looks like it's still not going to make a difference. The Agema general here is wavering. He might die. He might just break. It looks like he's going to be trying to be pulled out by the player, which might honestly be more damaging than good. He's losing more troops here. Yeah, that's not looking good. I feel like he's... Actually, wow. He actually managed to get that out because swords here have put pressure on. The camels have retreated and the general managed to get out. But he's running through ongoing combat. The sword follows in here because, yeah, the defenders made a big offensive over here with Egyptian infantry and just general units. They should try and shoot this together, though. If they just get the opportunity to shoot him. Pretty kill. It's definitely an easy kill. Big damage done to him. Line fight continues over here. It's brutal. Think. Oh yeah, they've got their general dead as well. Usually when this flashing thing goes on down here, cinematic, it's like, oh, someone's general's dead or something like that. Yep. Seleucids have lost their general. I think they must have just got killed by archer fire. Some loose shots. So that's two attackers down without a general. Big problems there for the attackers. Bounce power is ever so slightly in favor of defenders, I'd say. Maybe ever so slightly, but it's definitely still turning around. Saba could lose his general quite easily here, and then his army then could just he's not got much when it comes to sort of defense. His army really is just around around these cataphracts here. So yeah, they could easily turn this around for the attackers. Yeah, it's not over. Not over till the fat lady sings, as they say. Egypt right now are probably like feeling betrayed that the Galatians are fighting against them. The Egyptian infantry are not going to do much. It's just like cannon fodder, really. They're just holding the line. Got some better units like Celtic warriors further back. I mean, I say they're better. They probably are. Thorax swords here. I don't know what they're doing. They're on a bit of a funny old angle. They need to kind of reform up or go in, just start fighting again. But it looks like the attackers are going to just try and weaken down the defenders, which are stacking up units here. What is going on? A lot of stacking up going on there. It looks like there's also going to be a fresh assault made over here by both Seleucids and Swavey. They've got sword masters ready here, but they're going to be facing some fairly healthy Thorax and sword followers. And behind those there are Oathsworns. So yeah, they are not out of it yet, that's for sure. But yes, here we go. Yeah, Oathsworn, I get it ready. They're excited. They're good to go in. That is for sure. Oh, and this is not good at all for Egypt. What is going on here? 117 men, and they're wavering already. Wow, that could be massive, actually. And look at that bounce power is shifting now back in favor of the attackers because of these sort of losses. They're really wasteful losses. Like, defenders cannot get, you know, cannot, like, rest on their laurels yet. It's not over yet. And look at that, 95, and they are probably going to break very, very soon. I don't know why. Egypt's not like lost its general. General's very safe back there. Very strange. But yeah, it does seem as though this could be oh god, the camels are inside now. Oh good god, the camels are rampaging through. Yeah, the Thorax here. Look, well, they could waver as well. Actually, quite high numbers. Yeah, very, very close, very narrow. Berserkers are going berserk as they do, but they have broken through, and that could be a problem now for the defenders. And this is a big, big hole that is starting to form up over there. Galatia needs to take advantage of this, get his legionaries in behind, and force his way up the street, try and surround all these elite units as well that are waiting here, like the Marib Royal Guard. There's another Royal Guard that is being shifted down. So yeah, maybe they don't fancy it. It looks like whatever offensive was made here, pikes. Not a good use of pikes. They're very early on still in this siege. And I imagine, yeah, these Cretans over here, they still probably have plenty of ammo, if not all their ammo. And those pikes have been focused down. Yeah, not great use of those. I would have maybe waited a bit longer till those should have been used. But I don't know. If you feel like there's an opportunity, you've got to give it a go. Camels, you know, they're trying to have an influence in this battle. Now could be inside the settlement. Job outside's done, now they're inside. More Oathsworn being set up over here, so it looks like we're going to see some very heavy units going in. Yeah, look at this Marib Royal Guard. I mean, it's losing to legionaries, but so the legionaries, so that's actually not a bad trade, really. This legionary, though, is 109 men left, has 214 kills. That is actually an incredible sort of, like, result for this unit here. I mean, with the general dead as well, you've got to remember. Like, so Glacier, you know, been doing their bit. I mean, yeah, the legionaries have done excellent, really. Shame they just don't have a general. They actually could have, like, lasted a bit longer. But, I mean, they've lasted as long as they can. There's a lot of Oathsworn, actually, that Bowie Eyes brought. My gosh. I don't know why. I guess it comes to a dead end. I was thinking, why haven't Sluices pushed up around here and gone round? But it's because it's a dead end. And here we go. Looks like we're going to see Sword Masters engaging here. But the Camels have seen an opportunity. They were going to go for these archers here. They're going to get a charge off. Once the Thorax is said, oh my gosh, that's a brutal, brutal volley. These Camels, I think, after 132 kills, might be about to break. Which is sad to see, that's for sure. There's still a few more, though, to come in. Yes, if you have any Rome 2 replays as well that you'd like to send in, or just any Total War replays, or you want to get involved in some Total War battles as well yourself, feel free to join my Discord, the link is down below in the description. As always, guys, you're very much more than welcome to join, and yeah, get involved in some battles. There you go, look at that. Swordmaster's starting to waver, starting to break. Certainly seems like the big opportunity, like the chance that they're going to have is to break through here. We're seeing a rally going on, hopping onto the Galatian units here, which is very nicely played by the Swordmasters, as Galatia has no general, so he can't do it himself. It looks like we're going to see a charge here from Camel Cataphracts. It's going to go into the back of this legionary unit here and just seal its fate once and for all. R.I.P. Galatians. By John, men of Germania! We will have plenty of human sacrifices by the end of this battle if we win. Berserkers in here. They don't care if they live or die. Band's power still looking very even right now, just like to say, very even. Archers also doing some good work. They should try and take out, I was going to say, try and take out these Rhodian slingers. That's definitely a good target. They're very light, so very easy to just pick off. Oathsworn also not a bad target if you can get a good angle on them. I don't know if they can really. What's been thrown in here? Thorax again. Like there's assault down here. Anything that comes here is just getting gunned down by archers and slingers. The angle they have, the defenders, is just too good. Too good. Yeah, the Thorax, they've been repulsed. There you go. And we're going to see a fresh unit come up. Well, I think you might need to send more than one at a time. So I don't know. Well, quite a lot to be fair. Oh, these are all silver shields back here. They might be seeing action fairly soon. Again, I don't know why Glacier isn't making some sort of offensive here. I feel like he has the breaking power. These are legionaries, you know, they're proving themselves to be a tough bunch to kill. Well, I guess they don't want to fight on this angle because they're getting shot on the flank, which is, yeah, you can see causing a lot of issues here, yeah. Bowguy's got a nice angle with his Celtic Bowman, which might actually help up even the odds on this flank here. But yeah, Legionaries are winning decisively, actually so the Noblemen. They've just killed off a bunch of Egyptian infantry. This sword follower there, sorry, I shouldn't just see it, is actually going to need to go into the fight if they want to hold this flank here. Otherwise, that could get pushed through. There we go. Sabbath still pushing on. He's got his Maribor Garden here. You know, they're doing their thing. They're jamming away. The banner carrier here. He's doing his bit. He's fighting on. Swordmaster's losing. This could be the final general here about to die. Well, not just quite yet. He's got a lot of troops left. He could get saved. But yeah, it's the final general. They can't risk losing him. Oh, this is not also a good sign. Syrian heavy archers going melee. I hope they're out of ammo. Otherwise, huge waste. But yeah, fighting sword followers. I don't think they got a chance. We've got Oathsworn over here now. Yeah, so just kind of running out of troops. I mean, he really does not seem to want to send in his silver shields, but they are going to have to go in. I mean, 43 melee attack. 67 melee defense, armor's good. I mean, it's the best thing they have to match the Oathsworn, but the Oathsworn still, I mean, they're on steroids. Like 68 melee attack is insane. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one to break, that's for sure. Decent charge there by the Marib Camel Cataphracts. Gets in behind. There's a lot of damage to these Swordmasters here. They're trying to kill that general. There you go, look at that. Rallying, up and rally. He's trying. It's not doing any good. Berserkers are actually wavering. I don't think they could break. There you go. That's something to learn. I thought Berserkers fought to the last man. But that was a total war. Must have. Yeah, look at that. These guys trying to die. Swordmasters here also, yeah, struggling. Berserkers shaken, but not stirred yet. They've only got 14 kills. Yeesh. Not good. And you've got the Camel Cataphracts. They're definitely pulling through. That's the problem. I feel like this Camel, yeah, this type of player is definitely pulling through to get to his, to get to the archers. So good to see that he got jabbed to pieces there and killed off. But it might not matter. The Swordmasters are starting to rout, and we actually are seeing a Swaby mass rout right now of a sort, which is not good at all. Yeah, still got a few troops, like a few archers over here, but not much. They're slowly chipping away at these Oathsworn, though. They're doing a good job there, I guess. But yeah, it's Thorax over here fighting against the Maribor Guard. Maribor Guard also losing, but the missiles hitting these poor Thorax in the back is certainly evening up the match. 160 kills he got, though. Not too shabby at all. General here for the Suabia going to get about 80 kills before he routs. They still managed to actually make a push here of the defenders. I am surprised. These Galatian legionaries I thought would be absolute tanks killing these guys off, but no. And there you go. I think Suabia's general has routed, and I imagine he'll get cut down as he retreats here and probably be broken fully. Yeah, there you go. Oathsworn have done their job. With the general as well for Egypt now in here. So yeah, both sides now throwing in their generals. There you go. I think Egypt's going to win his fight here, and you'd imagine so. Royal Thorax swords, 100 kills already, taking out these Galatian legionaries like they're nothing. Yeah, another silver shield over here. I mean, it's fine. Well, it's finally committed to silver shields. They are obviously making progress, killing his Maribs off. They're losing though. Actually, they're not too bad. They're holding okay. It seems like they're shrugging off the archer ammo a little bit better than their weaker Thorax brothers. So it might make a difference now. Maybe not. They're chewing at these Oathsworn, but I think it's because they're so weakened. Yeah, I think. Yeah, look at that. It's starting to lose now. The missiles up here just done absolute bits. Slingers, 60 kills. Well, actually, the Slingers have not got great kills. The Archers must have done well. 164. 127, yeah, not too bad. Get out! More archers, like the Suabia, getting really close. I don't know why. Again, don't know why they don't just take out the enemy archers. I think these bows over here that they are shooting out a little bit are out of ammo. Yeah. Strange Rob. And then Silver Shield Swords, yeah, they're getting stopped in their track. They're going to need to throw forward whatever Silver Shields they have left. It's a do or die now because the other attackers are being mopped up over here. And yeah, you can see now finally the defenders are giving the balance power firmly in their favor. There you go, yeah, so far it's actually beating Silver Shields. That'll be because of Archer support, and that's what Archer support does. You can get a weak unit like that, they can manage to take out a Silver Shield. I mean, they've also had one fight already. 39 kills ago. I thought they were killing those Oathsworn off. Really? No, they weren't. Wow, we've got Archers as well. They're overwhelming these Silver Shields. And yeah, this is going to be GG, I think. We're just, it's a matter of time, not if, but when the attackers here get overwhelmed. And yeah, it was certainly a fun one, that's for sure. What is out here? Honorary crew. I think that's going to should get run down here, you'd imagine, by the Cataphracts. They do the honor in taking them out. But yeah, the Cataphracts, they did okay. I mean, 150 kills. They got some, it's a decent sally out. I wouldn't say it was like, certainly, I guess the one against Galatia was pretty effective. But I think he might have pulled through a little bit. I've kind of come to that conclusion he might have done that a little bit. Which kind of sours it a little bit. It kind of like takes a bit of the skill out of the charge. That's for sure. I could be wrong, but it just looked like maybe he might have, just seeing how he's set up, or Galatia was set up. It was going to be pretty hard to get to those archers, let alone rout them. But yeah, we will see. But it's certainly been a good, solid defense by these players. I certainly think Bowie Eye brought a really strong, really good build. I don't know how Egypt brought all his Thorax. I don't know. Well, I guess he could have if the money was like pretty good in this game. But yeah, he brought like a really just like Thorax spam build. It kind of worked. Still perplexed as to why the Royal Thorax went in first. They are a lot better than the basic ones. See here the Silver Shield, so they're purple cloaks. they're getting picked apart. I mean, they are going to rout these archers, but that's no surprise. That's light work for them. The defenders are really going to let this ballista crew inside, or this orange crew inside. Strange, I'll admit. They're going to just make a bolt for the cap point, I guess, you know, which is way over here. Somewhere, there you go, that's the cap point. I'll have to try and get that. But yeah, here we go. The final sort of defense. You can see the archers now shooting, or slingers shooting into the back. That's brutal. They're already dead. You don't need to like bury them. Well, I guess we do need to bury them. You could, or leave them out for the crows. I guess that's what you do with your enemies. Starting to lose, I think, decisively now. Not looking good. Back to back, I think they've gone now. Yeah, they are back to back. Really trying to prolong this. Yeah, here we go. And there goes the mass rout. Wavering army losses. And they are gone. That is a costly victory for the defenders. But yeah, what a siege. I really thought at one point the defenders might have overcommitted when Galatia started to break through, started to get some insane kills. But yeah, no, they did their best, did the attackers, but it just wasn't quite enough. Certainly those general losses cost them. But yeah, this was sent in by Uchiha Madara, Uchiha Madara, or Madara anyway, sorry. I'm probably butchering his name. Getting over 3k kills. Wow. That is very, very good. He's playing as Boei, 178 kills with his Oathsworn general here, 221 with the Celtic bows, and his Oathsworn here, 250 kills, and then he's got another one down here with 228. Sword followers, 476 kills. Wow. Sword follow, and then yeah, Cav getting 143 kills. I don't know why one's up it there and one's down here, but yeah, fair enough. And then we have a Bows Henka playing as Saba, 176 kills with his Camel Cataphracts, 235 with another, 238 with another one there, and then 214 with the Mazgat Marauders. So yeah, some solid kills there. But yeah, his infantry was kind of just a delaying tactic while the camels did all the hard work there. And then we have Predator Nuku playing as Egypt, getting 212 kills with his general, which is pretty good because he joined the battle late. 209 kills with his Cretan archers there, very, very nice. Thorax swords here, 180 kills. Is sorry, they're the Royal Thorax. The Thorax swords though, getting 292, actually outscoring the Royals. Very nice. And then we have Tiddly Coin playing as Galatia. 110 kills with the Ballista is pretty solid. Yeah, all these archers getting no kills. Oof. And then one getting 150. Legionaries getting 266. Galatian Legionaries getting 245. Yeah, some solid kills here for the Legionaries, really, just all round. Naked Swords 218 as well. Very good for them. I usually never see them get that high. Then we have Warren Behan 61 playing as Swaby. 100 kills with the longbow hunters there. 113 with another. Berserkers 148. One of them did pretty well, or okay then. I never know if these guys really are that effective. I don't know what to use them or how to use them best myself in Rome 2. Swordmasters, 248 kills with the Swordmasters there is also pretty good. 166, yes, kind of like where he got most of his kills. Then we have Roth Child Player playing as Seleucids. A bit late to the battle. He was kind of just chasing around those Cav for a little while, but eventually once he got in, he did have some pretty nasty units that did some damage. The Silver Shield Swords here, 209 kills. 112 with his Thorax, 126 with another one there. But yeah, not too like bad for him, but yeah. Certainly, I feel like if they kind of all consolidated at once, the attackers could have maybe made a bit more of a nasty assault. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment and hit that notification bell, etc. And I'll see you guys in the next Rome 2 siege battle. Until then, bye for now.